Right, one final international company, and we've really gone the far end now of the market business, and here we're talking about Tesla. Oh, South Africans love to talk about Tesla because of the connection. Based in Palo Alto, the connection, of course, is our Elon Musk. Look, I don't think it's entirely fair to call him ours anymore because he's not really a South African citizen anymore, but we know, of course, that he went to school here, and so we can claim him. Electric vehicles are what this is all about. Luxury, expensive electric vehicles. Although the company, of course, is also now expanding into all sorts of battery-related technologies with this power wall thing that they've been talking about, which stabilizes your power. You can connect up a solar panel. Market capitalization, $32.76 billion. Price to earnings ratio. Are you joking? They don't make profits. Don't be silly. And dividend yield. Are you crazy? Dividends, never. Maybe next year, maybe in 100 years' time. Gary, I'm being slightly facetious, but I mean, the price, of course, is high because people are just whoopla excited about this company.
No, it's 100%. It's not a company that you buy on fundamentals. It's not for widows and orphans, and it's an exciting story. But and that's where I think they've managed to really ramp it up. But I mean, I don't know. It's scarily risky. I mean, there's a lot that can go wrong with Tesla. There's a lot that can go right if it pulls off everything. Yeah. But I mean, the analysts have been very critical, especially of the demand that Tesla is sort of pretending to show in its numbers, saying, "Oh, we can't manufacture our cars fast enough. The only thing that we're worried about is can we ramp up from 50,000 cars to 500,000 cars."
There's the share price chart. But to be fair to them, I mean, there's a waiting list for these vehicles. People pay, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. They have $250 million worth of customers' money in their float, for people that have pre-bought. And the waiting list is not only for the current models, but also for some of the new ones that they're bringing out. People love them. The technology in the cars is lovely. So is it not the case that they are going to be a dominant player in the luxury end of where the auto industry is going? Is it not true to say that in 20 or 30 years' time, there will only be electric vehicles on the road?
Definitely, and I think that's what the hype around the stock is. Is Tesla the one that's going to be delivering those electric
advantage?
Does it have first mover advantage? And that's a question that you've got to ask, because if you look at it, I mean, GM is also, they've come out with the Chevy Volt. I mean, there are the electric cars coming to the market.
The BMW.
And they can ramp up their production facilities 10 times overnight, but they're saying the demand's not there. Tesla's saying, oh, we can't even manufacture fast enough to match the demand. And I mean, they've actually, you mentioned that waiting list. They've actually changed the way that they report their demand to that waiting list, whereas, previously it was done a different way. And now what they're saying is, oh, that's an easy number to manipulate. Yeah, we're not building quite as quickly as we could, so that's why we've got this long waiting list. So, I mean, it was a Merrill Lynch analyst that actually said it in their Q1 earnings call that, and eventually Elon Musk actually said, listen, you're asking the wrong questions here. This is what I think you should be asking. And he gave him a scathing review afterwards, saying that the demand is not there for Tesla. And I mean, I think they've downgraded it to a sell. So not all, not all.
Not everybody loves it.
Not everyone
just
loves
about Elon Musk, because we know he's sort of like a semi-executive capacity at Tesla. He's really mostly interested in SpaceX, apparently. But is he involved enough in the company for it really to be, something that you buy the shares of Tesla because of Elon Musk?
I mean, there's no question. I mean, he's got a fantastic track record of making things work, and it's difficult. I mean, that's why, all this time trying to decide whether this is a hot stock or not. I mean, there's a lot of risks to it, but I mean, you've kind of got to back Elon Musk. You look at his track record, and I mean,
and we haven't even talked about the power wall thing, which is another potential massive business.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're also going to put solar panels on every roof, make roofs out of solar panels. So, very exciting company, great stories, and I think Elon Musk has proven that he can deliver things in the past. So, to look at, I mean, there's a lot. I can give you a list of criticisms, that long. But
well, let's go to the hot or not, because my director is telling me it's time to move on.
We could do a whole show on Tesla.
Now, I own some Tesla myself, and we've got a few clients that own it. But I always say it's a bit of a, as you say, not a widows and orphans type of situation.
It's difficult, and I don't think you can call it cold. I don't think you can call Tesla cold. I mean, since we're talking stars, if you think of like the cool wall, I mean, Tesla's right up there, and the coolest stocks there. I mean, but yeah, I think we've got to say it's incredibly risky, but if they pull it off, incredibly exciting.
Okay, so look, I'm going to go hot on it just because I think for a small allocation in exciting times, new industry, I would be happier if oil prices were higher, because then it's, imminent market growth would be much closer. But
I mean, if you look at where they're looking to be in 2020 with literally ramping up production 10 times, if the demand is there, you've got to be hot on it.
Okay, so it sounds like you're giving it a hot, and I'm definitely hot. Right.